Hello everyone and welcome back to Cute Crochet. My name is Sri and in today's video I am going to show you how to assemble a baby mobile using amigurumis. It's really super easy to do and it's the perfect gift for the new little person in your life. You can use any amigurumi for this. I went for sort of a day and night theme, but you can do a woodland theme, an underwater theme, anything you want really. I have a ton of small amigurumis on my channel and I will leave that playlist in the descriptions. Here I try to reuse a lot of my amigurumi keychains. So let's get started. As a base I am using this 12-inch dream catcher ring. You can use any metal or wooden ring of any size depending on how many toys you want to include. First I am going to decorate my ring with some yarn. Now you can keep it simple and just wrap your yarn around the ring like I am doing here. But I am going to do something a bit fancy and make a crochet scallop design. For that, start by making a slip knot. Then we are going to make single crochets around this ring. To do that, go into the ring and pull up a loop. You will have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, and that's a single crochet. We are going to make single crochets like this all the way around the ring. Try to make the single crochets in a multiple of 6. That will make the scallop design easier to do. Here I finished making single crochets all the way around. I made 180 single crochets, which is a multiple of 6. Then make a slip stitch into the first single crochet to join, and this brings us to the end of the first round. Then chain 1 and make a single crochet into that same stitch. Then I am going to skip the next 2 stitches and into the third stitch I am going to make 5 double crochets. To make a double crochet, yarn over, then go into the third stitch and pull up a loop. You will have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2. Then again yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. And that's a double crochet. We are going to make 4 more double crochets like this into the same stitch. These 5 double crochets will create a scallop like this. Then skip the next 2 stitches and into the third stitch make a single crochet. And this is our scallop design complete. And this 5 double crochets and then single crochet is going to be a repeat pattern. So skip the next 2 stitches and into the third stitch again make 5 double crochets. Then skip the next 2 stitches and single crochet into the next stitch. We are going to continue repeating like this all the way around. Here I finished making scallops all the way around. Then slip stitch into the first single crochet to join. Then fasten off, leaving a little bit of a tail for weaving in. Bring that yarn tail to the back and then using the help of a smaller crochet hook, weave it in and out through the back loops of several stitches. I had 180 single crochets to begin with and each scallop took 6 stitches. So in total I have 30 scallops. These are the amigurumis I am going to use. Some of them I made specifically for the baby mobile, but most of them are keychains that I am repurposing. Now I am going to decide what layout I want my amigurumis to be in. I decided to do 5 strands for the baby mobile, so I am going to divide the amigurumis accordingly. The rain cloud is pretty big and dangly, so it can be on its own. Then I decided to put the sun with the rainbow. The flower and the honeybee can go together. Then I am going to put the moon and the small star together. And finally, the largest star and the owl. This is going to be my final layout. I think there is a nice flow to it. Next I am going to show you how to connect the amigurumis, and I am also going to include some beads. First I am going to take the amigurumi that's going to be on the bottom. First take your yarn and wrap it on your crochet hook like so. Then locate the midpoint of your amigurumi. It doesn't have to be exact. It looks like it should be like here. There, make a slip stitch to join your yarn to the amigurumi. Then I am going to make a chain. The length of this chain will depend on how long you want the strands of your baby mobile to be. If you want to add beads, you will need to make 5 extra chains from what you think you might need. This is because we are going to make a knot in the middle of the chain. Here I ended up making around 20 chains. Now I am going to cut the excess yarn, but I am not going to fasten off. Then tie a knot where you want your beads to be. This is so that the beads don't slide down to where the amigurumi is. Then with the help of your crochet hook, slide your beads down this chain. After the beads are in place, we are going to connect this chain to our other amigurumi. So take the loop of the chain on your crochet hook. If your last chain has gotten a bit smooshed during this process, simply redo it. Then you'll have to locate the lower middle of your other amigurumi. It's relatively easy in case of a sun. Go in through there using your crochet hook and make a slip stitch to join. Then chain 1 and fasten off. Now our amigurumis are connected. Next we'll have to weave in these yarn tails. For that you can put the yarn tail on a yarn needle and then weave it in. Or you can do the exact same thing using a crochet hook. Then I am going to connect another yarn tail to the top amigurumi and make a chain. The length of this chain will also depend on how long you want your strand to be. Here I made around 10 chains. Once you're happy with the length of your strand, you'll need to mark this last stitch. You can use anything as a stitch marker. Here I used a paper clip. After that, we are going to again make a chain. The length of this chain needs to be slightly longer than the radius of the ring that we are going to use. Here I made 30 chains. Measure it against the ring to make sure that it is the right length. This looks just about right. Keep in mind that we are going to wrap this chain on the ring a couple times and then tie them. Once you are happy with the length of the chain, you can cut off the excess yarn and then fasten off, leaving a decently long tail. I am going to weave in this tail as well. While making the other strands, make sure that they are of a similar-ish length. This looks a bit too short, so I am going to make a few more chains. Then, after putting in the stitch marker, the number of chains need to be the exact same for all of the strands, which in my case is 30. Here I finished making 2 strands. As you can see, they are of a similar length but not exact. A little bit of variation looks good actually. I am going to make all of the remaining strands in the same way. Here I finished making all my strands. Now I am going to connect them to my ring one by one. Go into any one of the stitches of the ring from the outside in. It doesn't matter which one. I just did it in the middle of a scallop. Then take a chain from one of the strands and pull it through. Make sure that your strand is facing the right direction when you do this. Pull it up until where the stitch marker is. Then wrap this chain around the ring and then pull it through the same stitch again. We are going to do this twice. Make sure that even after doing this, your chain is still a little bit longer than the radius of your ring. So here I have connected one strand. Now we'll have to do our best to space out the strands evenly. It worked out perfectly for me because I have 30 scallops and I have 5 strands. So I'm just going to place them 6 scallops apart. But you can just eyeball this step. Then we are going to again wrap the chain of our strand twice on the ring. I am going to repeat like this for all of my strands and then I am going to meet back up with you. Here I finished connecting all 5 strands. Now I am going to join them all together in the middle. For that, take the last chains from all of the strands on your crochet. Then take a length of yarn and pull it through all of the stitches on your hook. Then chain 15. I will take a moment to tighten all of the last chains that we just stitched through. They're bound to come a little bit loose. For that, simply pull on all of these tails. Then I am making a slip stitch into the first chain that we made to make a loop for hanging. You can also just keep it straight and use it for tying. Then cut the excess yarn and fasten off. Then I am going to tie a knot using all of these tails hanging at the bottom. I am going to even them out to make them look like a tassel. You can also add a larger tassel on top of it to make it look even better. I almost forgot, but you also need to remove all of these stitch markers. Even after doing that, your strand should all be able to stay in place and not slip. And that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.